Good morning. This is Janny B from JannyBFree.com out on my walk. I don't have the other guys. We went this morning. My phone again died. I'm going to get a new one. And that would be my, to make one point. To get your life back, you have to reduce every bit of friction. I used to call it access. And it's also called friction. What is making your task harder? And I've been trying to start making videos and stuff like that, and I just haven't had the time, and I used to do it when I was out walking. And it's so pretty out here, and I am so blessed to be able to do this. So hey, maybe you guys would like to see it. I figured, so I could do it while I walk. And every time my phone kept shutting off because it's really old. I got it in 2015, I think. I think it's a 6. And it just, the battery's so shot that it won't take any cold and it won't charge, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna buy my daughter's phone off of her, and because she wants a new one. Win-win. I don't need a brand new one. I don't have any desire. Well, sure, it would be nice, but I don't want to pay that much. But anyway, the point is, I decided this phone is costing me so much friction. I would start out in a great mood. I lost good videos. And it just frustrated me, and I didn't want to live that way, and I have an option, and it was time. I've used that phone after my other new one got kaput. I babied it along for over a year. Hear that? Those, I forget what the heck, cranes. It's a crane. Sand crane? They usually come over here every night. They're coming. Anyway, so that's the one tangent I got off on. What I really wanted to talk about, though, was another big, I think this is probably the biggest way, if you're trying to dig out from an abusive relationship and you're finding yourself behind and really down because you're behind, which I've been struggling with. I'm 60 and I'm behind. Not really. Where is that bugger? That's not really a good combination. Sorry guys, that wasn't probably very riveting. I thought he was going to come screeching right over my head, because usually he does. There used to be 2 of them, but it only sounded like there was 1. Anyway, so and it is 2. It's called the power rule. I call it powering through. Basically what you're looking for is a way to do something in a better way that exponentially improves your results. And I'll give you a quick example, if that's humanly possible for me. I used to take the dogs out one by one, because I didn't think they would take going separately very well, or going together very well. So one day I had an extra dog while I was looking after a little one for a while, and I just didn't have the time. And she was small, so I figured she'd be manageable. So I decided to take her with one of the other ones, and it worked great. So I slowly worked my way up, and now we take all of them at the same time. It's completely manageable, and it's so much better. It changed my life, literally, because it used to be so stressful. Walk time's supposed to be fun, but it wasn't fun at all because I had so many dogs to walk. I'd have to be, like, I was just always stressed and trying to go fast because I had to get it done because I needed to go and stuff like that, had things to do. And so I would do that, and they would be very upset. They'd be just howling, the ones that were left. And you could hear them halfway across the forest, so I'd always also be stressed about that. And now we can all go for longer walks together, and they don't have that stress period. And it's shaved off on days that I need to go. We can all just go for a short walk, and I can do that. Same for a nice walk back here in 15 minutes. Takes about 5 minutes to get their harnesses on, and it's just all around 100% better. That's just one change, one mind shift change, and a little bit of brainstorming. I actually stumbled upon it accidentally, but good news is that it got me thinking for other things. So I've recently started containing the dogs into their sleeping room where they usually go. It's a nice big room. They just spend all their time in there anyway, but mostly then would come out and pee on the kitchen floor or poop even. And it was driving me insane. I was very despondent because I just couldn't get them to stop. They've been traumatized, and there's 5, so you can't tell who's doing what. And you kind of have an idea, but you can't say for sure. It's very hard to discipline them because they become stressed. Like they'll shake if you just say no to them. If they at all think that you're angry or upset with them, or if they've done something wrong, they'll literally shake, and then sometimes they'll regress in their behavior because that's what is causing some of it. So anyway, I did start just putting a gate on the door, and I've been able to keep everything so much cleaner. It's so nice. And I started closing my bedroom door because I have foster cats upstairs, 7 of them, and plus another one that comes up from downstairs sometimes, and one of them pees on my stuff every once in a while just for fun. And so I just started shutting my bedroom door, and it's so much nicer. And along with all the other improvements I've been making, for as far as I've been decluttering for almost 2 years now. And you would think that I have a home and gardens house. I still don't, but it's a lot better. It used to literally look like a crack house. I was too embarrassed to ever take a video. I may have some pictures. I keep forgetting before and afters too, which I really wish I had taken more of those. There's nothing like the feeling of turning something that looks really crappy into something nice. Something that's nice. My son built this. It's a little walkway. Not quite finished, but it's pretty nice. It's just like the runoff from the snow runs over here, down here, from the 2 hills. And anyway, so that has been a new thing. Now we're going to put up a new dog fence in the backyard, move their room to my old office, which really was full of junk for I don't even know how long, so it's really not a big loss. I had plans for it, but that works for me. And it's consolidating everything onto one end, so they no longer even have to come through my kitchen, and I can just use that room that they were in. So it's gonna revolutionize everything again, and they'll be able to go in and out themselves, so I don't need to worry about them if I have to be home, if I have to work, which has been a huge thing. I've lost a lot of work because the way they are, I didn't want them to be stuck inside for 8 or 9 hours while I go to work and come home. So I've had to shorten my shifts, take less shifts. Of course, there's a lot more to it than that. I had so much to catch up on, and it had affected my mental health. It was so bad. I had acute anxiety and heart palpitations and stuff like that. So I basically spent 2 years, I guess, almost. I've been working, but at not as much, and I've changed up things a lot. I don't do the same job anymore. I do part-time now, but not the way I was. I'll do a video on that sometime. And but just to show you how those are 3 things that literally are going to transform my life. The one with the walks already did. The just putting the dogs into their room, and they're fine. Like, they can come out sometimes, and it's just off the kitchen. It's a big double door there. You know, I'm in and out of there quite often. They can come out sometimes when I'm around, and that they eat out in the kitchen and stuff, and I take them for walks. Like, they're good, they're fine, and they don't even care. I forget to put the gate on, they don't even try to come out. So actually the truth is, it's crappy gate, so if they really want to, they just come out anyway, but for the most part they don't bother. Right Bazzy? So consolidate. Basically what my son's plan is, consolidate the dogs into the back side of the house, and they'll be coming and going out the back door instead of both the front door and the back door, and or side door, I guess. And they don't have to traipse over my kitchen. And I can't even tell you how much time and the how much work it was at one time just to try to keep that kitchen floor humanly even usable, I guess you'd say, because I also don't have proper kitchen floor. It doesn't help. I had hardwood floor at one time in my old life, and it buckled up. My daughter was going to buy my house, and due to the housing crisis, ended up not doing it, but they pulled that up planning to replace it, and then they didn't buy the house, which wasn't their fault. It was because I couldn't replace it for near the value that they were planning to pay for mine. It was just a shame. So worked out okay in the end. I love this place, and so it just made a bad situation even worse. I'll talk more about that because there's little nuggets in everything. And I always think, you know, maybe I'm a little bit transparent, but I think that's where the lesson is. It isn't so much that I only like to talk about myself, although probably I do, but it's because I'm always discovering. I have one of those active minds, and overthinking. Here I am filming Lily going to poopy. Anyway, I'm supposed to be picking up sticks right now. That's what I was coming back here for. We go walking on this trail, and one of my dogs is blind, and it's hard because he can't see these sticks. And I can still use them for the wood stove right now. It's still a little cool sometimes. So hence, if you're wondering why I carry a cat bag. I wasn't really trying to advertise for Purina, but anyway, consolidate and try to do the prioritize, I guess, is another good one. I was watching Gabe Builds, what it's called. I'll put it in it's a really good channel, so I'll put the link in. And he said about priorities, but like we've managed to say we have like 10 priorities in our life. Truth is, we only have 1 or 2. Mine is to increase or improve my life. And to do that is not selfish because it improves everybody's life. If I don't get improving my life, we could end up homeless with no food. So I've got to start improving my life and myself and all that. So as long as whatever task I'm doing is on point to make me healthier, make me happier, make me able to work, because I've seen how bad it can get in that I wasn't even capable of working full time. And I was working at home a lot on my own stuff. I got up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I was going all day long as fast as I could because I got such a dopamine hit out of it. And that's the other thing. If you have anxiety, get cleaning, pick a spot, and every time you'll get a great hit. Go 15 minutes and see the difference, and do it every day in the same spot, and see what happens. You will get totally hooked. And anyway, so get a priority, make sure everything is attuned to that. If whatever you're doing isn't helping you with that priority, like scrolling on the phone, and I say that because that was an issue for me, especially at night, and then that affected my sleep, which affected my time that I got up in the morning, and affected my energy in the day, how I felt about myself. It's a domino for sure. And I've got to go because my battery's gonna run out again. I just zoomed through 10% in about 3 minutes. So anyway, yes, priorities, consolidate, and what I like to call power push, or power rule, whatever, which is basically what can you do that would make everything much more efficient, would really tighten something up, and it literally can change your life. Try to get hit one, and it'll take some brainstorming. It may not just come right to you. A lot of times they come to me just as an epiphany, or I've been doing it for years, and then all of a sudden I figure out, oh, I should do this, or I've had enough. I've hit the wall. It's okay, that's it. I'm doing this. And then it's not even that bad, and it's such a change and such an improvement. But anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'll try to make a PDF for that, and I'll put it in the link below too, or a poster. And I will talk to you later. Have a great day. I love you very much. It's going to be just fine. You just keep at it, man. Keep at it. Keep going. And it'll be just fine. Better days are coming. Talk to you later.